Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. For this one, we are going to start off with a few cards from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested in a personal reading, everything you need to know is in the description box below. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So before drawing out a card, I feel that your anxiety could be significant, and I also feel like there's something significant about the idea of before. Before this happened, before that happened. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get your first card. Well, I do want to say that there could be something significant here about your anxiety and being related to before something happened. If that doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. So we have Six of Swords in reverse. In the upright, it says getting back on track, difficult time, and setbacks. This card has already came out today for the readings that I have been recording. So this really makes me think that you are still in a difficult time. You're still facing delays, obstacles, frustration, and you may have strayed away from a path that you've been walking or following, or a calling that you have been pursuing. I definitely feel the energy of distraction, and it could very well be your anxieties that are distracting you, especially with the sword here. I feel like your mind, your thoughts, your perspectives, this strong air type of energy is here, especially with the color blue. I personally associate air with the color blue. Isn't there like a certain thing where people associate certain things with certain colors? I don't know. Maybe you could look that up if it feels significant to you, if you communicate with the universe and your spirit guides through colors. I'm going to go ahead and get your next card. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. It says forgiveness, empathy, compassion, understanding, reconciliation. And in the upright, it says battle and inner conflict. And actually, this boogeyman here, he is on the Devil card. Ooh. And with Jack here, I said ooh because I think in another reading I mentioned, like I heard I am Jack. And the name Jack has just been significant in general. So it really, really feels like that someone here is really battling their ego and really struggling to come out of self-destructive habits. And it's important for you to recognize that this self-destruction is rooted deep within you, literally rooted, like your root chakra. This makes me think that maybe it is a product or a result of your childhood, these self-destructive habits or behaviors. Whatever it is, there is definitely a need to reflect, to rest mentally, to analyze your thoughts and how some perspectives may be more destructive than they are helpful and constructive and productive. I feel like it could be related to pessimism, hopelessness. I definitely feel that getting more in touch with faith, whether it's religiously, spiritually, or even just believing in yourself, there is a real need to have more faith in yourself and in the world. Remember that there are good people in the world, and miracles happen every day, just as much as tragedies do. I just think it's really just about a matter of what you choose to focus on. You gotta remember that what you focus on will grow. So if you focus on that destruction within you, it's gonna grow into destruction without you or outside of you. But if you focus on the construction, the self-love, the forgiveness, the empathy, the understanding, the reconciliation, you will see more of that in your reality. More people will have empathy, or at least show that empathy. More people will be compassionate towards you. More people would be understanding and being more willing to reconcile. I feel like there's a real need here to hold yourself accountable for the relationship that you have with yourself. So that way, it'll be easier for others to hold you accountable. I get a strong feeling of defensiveness here, and I want to remind you that it's okay to feel defensive or to feel whatever you feel. It's always okay. But what's not okay is using these feelings as a means to destroy yourself rather than love and protect yourself. You gotta take a real close look at your intentions about something. This could be about your own growth. Is it genuinely about enjoying growth, or is it about an outcome? It could not be about self-improvement. It could be about anything. But I feel like this boogeyman ego type of energy creates a lot of disturbances, tension, obstacles, and delays in your life. And addressing this will help life flow easier or better, whatever the right word is. But I just think it's so interesting how we have the Six of Swords and then the Five of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this naturally leads me to think about the Four of Swords. So there is a message there with 654 to trust that everything happens for a reason. You feel the way you do for a reason. You are where you are for a reason. There's definitely a need here to find deeper meaning in something, or within yourself, or whatever it is for you. But thinking about the Four of Swords, this is a clear sign that there is a real lack of stability here. Not only externally in your reality, but also internally, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You gotta learn how to use your passionate energy to work for you rather than against you. Maybe you are being self-destructive and you don't recognize it. That doesn't have to resonate for you though. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is kind of your goal, or where the universe and your spirit guides are trying to lead you. They're trying to mold you into someone who is not only honest, but also compassionate and creating a sense of self-confidence with this honesty and compassion. And this will naturally create a life where you don't feel like you're being pulled in every which way. I definitely feel for someone that you just feel like you're going through a lot and you feel overwhelmed. And I think it would be a lot easier to deal with things if you were more honest with yourself, but also compassionate to yourself about this honesty. And being honest but compassionate with yourself will also make it a lot easier to recognize when you need to be more compassionate while being honest with others. Building up your self-confidence will teach you how to build up that of others. I think there needs to be a balance here between work and play. I just saw 111. That's a message to trust yourself with however that message resonates. If you feel too distracted, you need to teach yourself to be more productive. But if you're too productive, you need to teach yourself how to have fun a little. Definitely, for sure. I'm going to wrap up this reading by drawing out a card from this box. These are just cards that I made myself, if you don't already know. We have self-hate, and on the other side it says, my future and my happiness are worth fighting for. And that's so interesting with the Five of Swords here, kind of in a fighter stance. This self-destructive version of yourself is worth facing, because you, Jack, whether your name is Jack or not, you have the strength and the power. I just saw 1111 or 1111. You have the strength and the power to tame the beast within. With seeing 1111, that's just a reminder that whatever you wish for, whatever you dream for, it is so possible. It's just about making the right decisions and taking steps in the right direction. And I feel like for you, taking steps in the right direction has to do more with softening. The tarot reader, 13 Moon Tarot, Andy, she might be significant for you. She talks about that sometime as part of her own journey, this idea of softening. I'm getting a real strong Queen of Swords type of energy. Your honesty is so important and so valued by the spirit world. But they think that, but they also believe in compassion as well. You can't force people to see the truth. You have to love them into seeing the truth. Just like you can't force yourself to see the truth. You have to love yourself into seeing the truth. And saying that now, it's interesting that this says self-hate. I feel like there is a need here to really, really pour compassion into yourself. And if you're already a compassionate person towards others, in the way that you pour that compassion into others. And if you don't understand how to be more compassionate toward others, start with learning how to be compassionate to yourself. You have to balance out the things that you don't like about yourself or hate about yourself with the things that you love about yourself. Accept your weaknesses and value your strengths, and appreciate that your weaknesses can also be turned into strengths with effort and consistency. But I think that will be the end of your reading. I really, really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.